Hi guys, so I'm going to read All-Star Comics number 14. So I'm going to do this in parts like I did the last Justice Society one. Just so you guys will get more videos. So Food for Starving Patriots. Another full-length adventure of the Justice Society of America. Featuring your favorites. Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom, Sandman, Starman, Spectre, Johnny Thunder, Dr. Midnight, and Wonder Woman. The Justice Society of America. It says, as Secretary to the Justice Society, Wonder Woman. A tidal wave of Nazi tyranny and oppression rolls relentlessly over a Europe conquered but still unbeaten. Americans, long known for their open-handed and open-hearted generosity, find themselves faced with the gravest problem ever presented to a civilized people. If they send food to the patriots of the occupied nations, they know that the merciless Nazi despots will callously confiscate it to feed themselves and their army. But, and it's a big but, the downtrodden masses of the conquered countries are among our most important allies. Yes, even as England, Russia, and China need our munitions, so do these underground armies, formed of fearless fighters, need food to carry on their unyielding fight, and so the subject of discussion as the famed Justice Society meets again is how to feed the conquered Europe and still keep Nazism undernourished.
I tell you, it must be done. We know how much the RAF depends on information received from Europe's gallant underground army.
Right.
Our business for this meeting is resolved. Point 1. The liberty-loving peoples of Europe must be fed. This must be accomplished without the enemy's knowledge, or they will show their usual mercy and eat the food themselves. Gentlemen, I call for discussion.
I would vote that we take the job, Hawkman, but how can we carry tons of food into occupied territory?
It's a doggone shame. The Nazis have stripped the food from countries like Denmark, Norway, Holland, and Greece. They've left the poor people starving. And there are a lot of wonderful men and women working behind the enemy lines, working for victory. And you're not forgetting the boys and girls. So many are risking their lives in this work. There's no point in letting them die of starvation.
Yes, a clear head needs food in the stomach, and we need clear heads over there. But what's that in your hand, Hawkman?
I was about to explain before, but I became interested in your discussion. I almost forgot. This.
What is it?
Believe it or not, this is a turkey dinner.
Turkey dinner? Can it be possible that the Hawkman is joking as he holds up a small capsule? Let us see.
You mean it's got all the vitamins of a turkey dinner?
No, sir. I mean this is the dinner itself. Look. Now tell me what you see.
Wow, it is a turkey dinner, complete to the last French fried potato.
A turkey dinner condensed in a capsule? One side, Johnny, and let us look too. Well, that's what it is, all right.
That's the answer to your question, Starman, about how we're going to get food to Europe. Spray that capsule with a secret solution, and the dinner hatches out of it and grows to normal size.
Boy, we could carry thousands in no time at all.
With good food in them, Europe's millions will fight harder than ever for an Allied victory.
It'll be a pleasure to bring them the food capsules. That is, I take it where we're all going?
I was going to put it to a vote, but apparently we're unanimous.
Unfortunately, as secretary and honorary member, I'll have to remain behind, but I'll be with you in spirit.
So yeah, Wonder Woman just stays behind because she's secretary. That's kind of weird, but anyway.
I'll make enough capsules to feed millions.
Each member.
I thought earlier by secretary that meant like she was the leader or something like that, because in the Justice League originally the secretaries like switched and stuff, but no, that means she's like the actual secretary. But
Each member will go to a different country.
And in 1 month from today, we'll meet back here with our reports. And Dr. Midnight goes to Norway, Starman goes to Poland, Adam goes to Holland or the Netherlands, Hawkman goes to France, Spectre goes to Belgium, Johnny Thunder Czechoslovakia, Dr. Fate Germany, and Sandman Greece. If you guys were, I don't know if I've said this before, but if you guys were wondering, like, the canonical reason why the Justice Society didn't just, like, end the war, like, immediately, it's because, I mean, we're talking about World War II. It's because in the comics, Hitler had something called the Spear of Destiny. And basically, if you were in any of the Axis territories, if you were a superhero, you'd be automatically mind-controlled or something like that. I don't know if I've said that before, but that was like a retcon made back in the 80s. Thus from the land of the free and the home of the brave, the gallant members of the Justice Society hit the danger trail, a trail that will lead them thousands of perilous miles over war-torn and famished Europe. Swooping over the cobblestone streets of an occupied city in France, the keen-eyed Hawkman sights a struggling French patriot in the brutal grip of Nazi invaders.
Move along, swine, to the water dungeons.
Don't be frightened.
Oh, and it's signed by someone, Shelley. So it must be the artist.
Don't be frightened. I'm here to help you.
No one can help us, except the sly one, and they've taken him away.
Please, you must believe me and trust me. I have food for you.
Food? I've almost forgotten what it tastes like. Don't speak so loudly. Those Nazi pigs were here.
Take me somewhere so I can prove I do bring food. Sit down. You are going to eat as free Frenchmen used to eat.
Bah, another Nazi trick to weaken our morale. But he says he's the Hawkman.
I am. And besides food, I bring hope. Look.
Chicken tender, juicy. Food. I can print our secret freedom newspaper by myself after this.
Eat hearty. Tell me about this man the Nazis captured.
He's called the Sly One. He fearlessly fights the enemy, and we help him all we can. He aids British aviators who have been shot down and hides them away from the Nazis.
When it's dark, come down that road. I'll be waiting for you.
Righto,
and thanks.
He makes contact with the English E-boats, letting RAF men get through to England. For freedom.
A man like that isn't going to rot into jail while I'm around.
There's a secret way to enter the jail. Come with me, Hawkman.
Scat minutes after.
The Nazis do not know these ancient sewers. The Sly One is inside in the water dungeon. Pull that loose brick and you will see.
That moment the Sly One receives visitors.
Don't tell me you are giving me food.
We give you the food, but first chew on this.
That trick is to eat after getting this clay in your mouth.
With the brutality of warped minds, the Nazis have used a glue-like clay that it holds the Sly One's teeth in a cruel bulldog-like grip.
He'll soon tell us who the other members of the underground army are. He'll never be able to withstand the sight of food. Ja, Heil Hitler!
You aren't going to leave him like that. What if he breaks down and talks?
He won't. We can do nothing till later. Come.
Not far from the sewers, an old deserted barn.
After all, you must think of the benefit of many, and not just of one man.
Here he is, the Hawkman. Welcome.
My father and brother have gathered many of these patriots who wish to help the democracies, Hawkman.
But now we starve. Most of us are too weak to be of service. It is hard to fight when you're starving to death.
I'll remedy that. Hold these capsules while I treat them.
What are they?
Can this be a trick?
It is no trick. And as the lean, famished peasants devour their first good meal in 2 years, the flying fury stands guard.
Do you smell steak?
Yeah, but I must be dreaming. Not even the Führer gets steak anymore.
You weren't dreaming, but now you are. Psh!
They will kill many of us for this. There will be reprisal shootings.
They can't accuse anyone if they can't find these babies. I'll dump them into an English concentration camp and be back in time to free the sly one.
The secret newspaper that has been the bane of the Gestapo in France is soon rolling off the presses.
Feels swell to work with a full stomach and to know your children are being fed too.
On the sidewalks, well-fed patriots excite jealous stares.
Dogs, look at them. They look healthier than ever.
You think that they were eating regularly, but they can't be. Even we are short on rations. Say, could it be they are eating? I never thought of that.
The peasants here are well fed.
We see them getting fatter and we get skinnier. Himmel, don't remind me. But there's one man who is skinnier than we are, the sly one. He can't open his mouth to eat. Himmel! 2 like 3 Himmels! Look at him. He looks like a stuffed pig. How did you eat? Speak to me. Oh, I forgot. You can't. Meanwhile, the Hawkman returns to the cell through the sewers.
I wouldn't mind knowing the answer to that myself.
I will force this secret from you. We have ways to make you speak, ja?
And I have ways to keep you quiet.
Himmel! A flying man!
This is one of my favorite methods. Now demonstrating another. Oof! We can escape while they're out cold. Through that hole, fella. We'll replace these stones. They'll never figure out how I got in here. You certainly look well fed. How did you do it with that clay stuck in your teeth? Oh, I forgot. You can't talk.
Who said I can't talk? My teeth are stuck, but I'm not.
False teeth. I never thought of that. Nice going.
With the sly one as his calling card, the Hawkman is wildly welcomed by the underground rebels.
A neat bit of counter-propaganda. You explain why the RAF is bombing parts of France.
We must keep our patriots informed. When bombs rain all around you, you are apt to forget that a friend is doing it. We explain this to our countrymen, that English planes bomb only military objectives.
Sorry if my French accent's it's kind of hard to do. I don't know. Sorry if it kind of sounds like he's kind of Spanish. I find it's French and Spanish are kind of, well, from an outside perspective, it's kind of similar when doing their accents and that. But the Nazis try to find out where our paper comes from.
But we fool them consistently. Himmel, they must be somewhere. Now that we have food, we can carry on. These men will now distribute the Freedom newspaper.
More power to them.
This is a secret radio by which we inform the RAF of Nazi troop movements.
In said and sheer rock. No wonder the Nazis couldn't find it. I promise that you'll get more food. When a dud bomb marked with an X is dropped near your headquarters, you will know that it contains more food capsules.
And now Starman. So Poland, land of the romantic legend and military might. These days she is calmly courageous, conquered but unbowed, as Starman swoops over her borders to stare at a page seemingly torn from medieval history. I must be seeing things. I've heard tales of the bowmen of Mons in the last war, but I never believed them. Seconds later, weary men slip from worn saddles.
I hate to say it, but it's no use. True, how can one fight when one's starving? Our plans are complete, but we are too weak to carry them out. If the Nazis took us for the ghosts of our ancient dead, we might have succeeded, but it's too late.
If all you need is food, your worries are over.
A new type of Nazi spy? What will the fools think of next? Destroy him!
Hey, wait a minute. I'm speaking the truth. Let me show you.
Capsules. We are not sick, we're hungry. I knew it. A dirty German trick to poison us.
I understand your suspicions, but watch me. The secret solution restores the microscopic food to its former state. Then, Polish eyes widen, mouths water, and... Eat! Eat and be strong enough to fight your country's battles again.
You don't have to urge me, comrade.
Looks like you intended preying on Nazi superstitions.
Exactly. Some of us remember the craft of our forefathers, and made these suits of armor of the Polish knights of the Middle Ages. We hoped by daring raids to free our imprisoned peoples, to capture guns and weapons, and aid in the worldwide fight for freedom. We were losing that hope. We were weary and famished.
All right along. I enjoy watching patriotic fireworks. Shortly after, and Nazis guarding the local jail whirl with horror as thundering hooves pound closer, closer.
Himmel! The ghosts of the Polish knights! Ja, und we cannot fight ghosts! For freedom! Pfft!
Straining, snorting steeds make short work of the jail wall.
To the hills, quick! Now for the Nazi munitions factory.
You lads are okay, but let me blow up that place. That sort of stuff is right down my alley.
So be it. Elect as lookout.
Noiselessly, a scarlet form glides towards the Nazi munitions factory, and the lunar power of my anti-gravity rod will make short work of this wall. There. A beam of titanic force lifts bomb racks filled with tons of devastating destruction. Why use bombers when this will do the trick? High, high up over the munitions factory rise the bombs. Then Starman snaps off the beam. Hit the ground. This is going to be oomphy.
Oomphy? What kind of word is that? Now I see what you mean.
It worked. And now for a fade-out.
After tonight's doings, the story of those ghosts might prevent reprisal shootings, but I'm not so sure. If we could give the Nazis enough false clues to follow, they might not take hostages and shoot them.
You've given me an idea. Thanks.
A peach, an eagle, a rabbit, and with numbers after them. I don't understand.
I'm throwing curveballs at foul balls, and now rustle up a peasant's outfit for me.
Well, Think, think I'll do? It makes me proud to see so valiant a fighter in the costume of my country.
Shortly after, a whistle attracts a Nazi guard.
Psst! Hey, Wacky! I'm an informer. Wacky? That is not my name. That's a special name, and on you it looks good. Oh, that is different. Her officer, here is a police informer. This is the secret code which tells all about the underground movement in Poland.
It doesn't look hard.
Don't knock yourselves out, boys. We will decipher this in short order.
Ja.
Georgia Peach, it's 4191 369 369. Grey Eagle 7793344. Rabbit at bat 2670268.
Sounds easy.
Wonder what they're going to make out of Ty Cobb, Tris Speaker, and Rabbit Marinville's lifetime baseball batting averages. I guess they were baseball players back in the 1940s. So sometime later, you must now feed the rest of your people.
We will, and you watch how they respond.
From hut to house, from campfire to mountain stream, the pills are presented and converted into tasty meals.
You have no idea how much this food means to us. We do not fear bullets, but when our children are hungry.
I know. Fed and happy, the Polish send flaring flames aloft, guiding Russian bombers to Nazi military strongholds.
There's the signal. The arrow points towards the hidden air dome.
Nazi troops are further terrorized by sudden smashing raids of ghost-like warriors.
Freedom for freedom! Men in iron ghosts!
With them fights the Scarlet Scourge, fists flashing in thunderbolt force. I'm no ghost, you punk. To aid in future battles for liberty, captured stores of ammunition and guns are hidden in mountain caves. You boys certainly can work when you're not worried about food.
From now on, if there's worrying, it'll be done by the Nazis.
Into an honored niche in the cave goes a small chest filled with food capsules.
These precious capsules mean the difference between dying of starvation or living to free our beloved Poland.
I'll have more dropped in, parachutes by the RAF. And now, farewell, my friends. Fleet feet flash forward, gain tremendous momentum, then a live form launches itself upward, and the crimson clouder soars high into the vaulted sky.
There goes a great man. Yes, he's oomphy, all right.
And that's the end of the video. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.